No, I don't think so. We haven't heard anything back from them.
This is what I'm dealing with.
Still, it's the old neighbor, even though we told them over and over. So,
Even then, I talked to him like this.
And I found that paperwork that you had given us, so we ended up.
Is he's not in, is he?
No,
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and start and have Cody just keep trying to get in.
about the free, Jason.
Oh, I thought, I'm sorry, I thought it was again. I'm gonna call the meeting to order. I'd like to welcome everybody who's here. Please do the pledge of allegiance.
To the flag of the United States of America. This stands on the mission of God, indivisible, liberty, and justice for all.
Oh, there he is. Cody Kim. Vicky, could you do roll call, please?
Cody,
Here,
Gary. Ron.
Here.
Eric,
You
Cindy,
Here.
and our attorney's here.
Our attorney is here. Okay. Has everybody had a chance to look at the minutes? All in favor? You're opposed? Okay. Changes or additions to the agenda. On new business, we need to add a D, which would be Jim the question if he shows up. And Sugar City Pipeline. Did he say what he wanted to do? Or is he?
It was actually Caleb that talked.
he just said pipeline business. He didn't really elaborate. He just told me he wanted to be on the agenda.
I know when I talked to him a couple of weeks ago, I think he wants to talk to you guys about how, he's still.
You know,
Anything else needs to be on the agenda?
And the whole business, and the bid and everything. It needs to be ended, I think, because it did not get put in the paper immediately. Past their print date. It's only fair that
I'm glad you still got your up on my list. Get off my list. How long do we need to be done?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's do that.
Can you, let me check the front of the budget. Well, we can send it to Cody. Cody, can you hear us?
Yeah, Gary.
We'll send the ad to you to get rid of the S10. At the next meeting, we'll make it excessive assets that we need to get rid of. And we'll vote on that, and then we'll have it in the paper. If you could, you or Karina, one could put it on Facebook, we'd appreciate it. Or put it on
Okay,
the everything page,
all right.
and we will put it in the paper for 30 days. And Vicki, if you want to go talk to John about that.
Yes. You just want it in the new era?
And anything else?
Jim's on his way.
Is he on his way? Okay.
Hey, can we add about the fire situation on how we can do something different about that?
Yes, I'll make it E under new business. The fire at the lagoon, even though it really wasn't the lagoon, it's just everywhere. So we'll make that. Anything else, Cody?
We need to talk about like spring or summer help.
Yes, we can make that number F.
And that's all I have right now that I got on my head.
Okay. Anyone else, Ron? Gary, anything else? Anything else, Mr. Lawyer? Okay. I need an approval, motion to approve the changes to the agenda. Second? Okay. All in favor?
I
Oh, this is the budget work. Budget is ready. I'm waiting for the Rocky Ford newspaper to put their stuff together and get it in the paper. So we really can't do anything as soon as they get it in the paper, then we can go ahead and vote on everything and it's just passing the resolutions to approve the mill levy, approve the budget, and send it off. That's all it is. So as soon as they get that in the paper and get it posted, and give people a chance to look at our budget, then we can go ahead and send it. So I'd like to thank you guys for your help with that. And same with the new codes. We need to, Rocky Ford is going to drop the ball. And when I say this, I mean, they never call me back, so they didn't give me in the paper, so we need to put that on hold also. So those two things are both. You know. We basically already talked about extending the bids for the S10. Is there any more old business? No one can think of? Simon from Lyman, he's coming in August,
Yeah, he
Caleb,
said, later in the summer,
later in the summer.
so they're supposed to go and do Ordway in August, and when they're done in Ordway.
The only other thing in old business is, have we talked to Terry about replacing the acid?
So I found a bunch of acid that was in the trash guy's comments, like $16.
So we're good.
Oh,
We're
He
we're
said it
good.
was only like a quarter of a bucket,
Oh,
but now that we found the 16, it's like whatever.
okay,
Yeah.
all right, then I'm gonna now mark that off my list. I thought we were like out.
No, we did too,
Yeah,
until
yeah, I
they
thought we
cleaned it
were
out and found it. So we were happy.
Um. One thing I do have is I went over the facilities agreement that Kayla gave me the other day. I want our attorney to look at it first, but I made some minor yet major adjustments to it. I put it says in there that they need to clear it with Rob. And I don't know why they named Rob specifically in that. Because what if he's off doing something? So, to come in and make sure that it's clean, I really think would be okay with conditions.
Yeah, I don't know about.
So I
the
like
same
to that way.
thing.
Yeah, I read it 3 times, so
Wow, that's fair.
changed it to, I think we should charge $150. $100 for the use of the room, no matter how long, and it's the use of the kitchen, the bathrooms, everything. And then a $50 deposit. And then once we come in and say, yes, it's clean, everything's back, nothing was destroyed, then they get their $50 back. So they basically can rent the hall for as long as they need on whatever day for $100. He's shaking his head.
No, that's all fine.
I-
That's all too great.
I did not write that. I did not write that. I said, you know, I'm pretty sure that our.
I was gonna say, that's terrible.
I
Oh,
think they need Rob.
Who?
Yeah, they need Rob. Rob needs to clear, the town of public works person needs to clear this, the town. I'm like, why is Rob there?
I don't know, I don't know how old the agreement is, but I want to say it's probably at least a couple of years
oh
old.
no, it's
So-
been the same one since I've been here.
So it could have probably been like, who was it, Robbie Tucker?
So maybe we could then spend, because I did have to
That makes
replace
sense.
that faucet over there.
So it's not anything, this Rob,
So I
it's
would
meaning
get
a different
different
Rob.
And bathroom, maybe I
Well,
could
it doesn't say-
disinfect the bathrooms and.
But I would say that as long as something, if you think something's broken, they call them.
Because that's what we did. We said, listen, we need the sink fixed. He fixed it before the event
Yeah,
that the lady had the birthday party. So I don't
That was a
know.
whole ordeal.
That was, but he got it done.
yeah, so, but yeah, unless something's broken, I don't see the need to call. Does it say somewhere in there, and I looked and I just couldn't find it, that if something is broken, that they have to pay the cost? Like.
Yeah.
Well, what if it's more than the,
$50 is it?
you need to add that?
Usually why they can do it possible.
Just make sure they clean up. So,
Because she's dead, so.
I think
Yeah,
you just put in there, if anything's damaged, they
Or-
can't use the hall again.
oh, I'm sorry, Cody, what did he say?
If they damage anything, they should just not, they should be on a list not to use the hall at all.
Absolutely.
Or steal stuff, because we've had people steal stuff.
Mhm.
That too.
Yeah, we used to leave like utensils and stuff and they would come up missing.
If you think it needs fixing, say yes.
It's not up to me.
Yes.
You guys decide.
Yes, can you please fix that? We're gonna send that to the lawyer, like, fix it, but that's basically the gist of it. Because they were charging like $30 an hour to use the kitchen, $30 to use the bathroom, and,
Oh,
yeah, it, no.
I didn't know that.
I think that should be on a first come, first served basis.
They mentioned under, legal something.
Oh. What are your fruits? And you're going to do this, I don't know, be parking, but it sounds like it's moving. So I mean, you can use the
I'm
same-
all for now.
Oh, no, we don't use a farm at all. They just use it.
I'm all for somebody using the park in that manner, but that doesn't seem.
Yeah,
Is it big enough?
oh, yeah, I think you can hold, because when we had the 4th of July thing, Cody, how many people we have there for 4th of July last year at the park?
I'll
30.
say at least 30, 40 people.
And there was still half the park.
Right, so I mean, you don't want this to also include.
No,
Okay.
park should be free. I mean, you should be able to use the park for free, or that's the way I feel about it. I would absolutely let you use my park for free.
If you're having a special event or something, then you can turn around and charge $1,600 for.
Especially if they're like driving stuff up on the ground.
We need to get
Like a
that
maintenance
grill
or
up in the park too, Gary.
We should probably have a set of rules for our park.
Yeah.
Yeah, look what you did.
Should be an ordinance, yeah.
One thing, only thing.
$50 make us a charge, please do that.
I could take that.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Get Vicky to make us.
The only thing I could
do
think of.
not
on that
drive
part
in our park.
Is that if somebody goes in there and kicks over, break their heads, which is.
Yeah, it could happen.
Then who are you gonna hold liable? The
Yeah,
whole group or the person or?
I mean, if it's an
How do you do that?
if it's an accident, they accidentally, like, if they're doing something like Easter egg hunt, for instance, and one of the kids trips over it and falls out. That's an accident. We can handle that. But when you're driving your car in my park and you run over my sprinkler heads, you're gonna pay.
Yeah, that should be out.
Yeah, that should be, there should be a big sign like that says, don't drive in our park.
That's a given. They shouldn't even,
We think it's common sense, but look at what we're.
There's people out there. who
Well, so
don't.
last week we had an incident where there were 2 semis parked over there,
Mhm.
and that's just too bad.
Yeah, they were parking, I don't know what they were doing, I don't know what broke down.
yeah, get some signs that say no overnight parking.
Yeah. And I
But
mean,
then what about the people that come for the bikes?
yeah, because we have people that camp out there.
They're loading green. If they get there early, another problem.
They can stop it.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah, they're on the street.
I think they were doing some type of service, because there was 2 trucks over there and they were putting the kingpin down.
Did you say Jim was there?
I think it was Jim.
And what?
Those 2 trucks. parked
I saw
up-
them there the other night.
Oh, okay,
I think they were just
Maybe.
the public road.
yeah,
Yeah, I don't think that's.
I don't think I think we're more worried about.
I mean, I have a
driving
neighbor
on our
that doesn't
park.
vote.
So as long as they don't drive on, do we have like some,
Kind of, we got about
Okay.
half of them up there, that's where we're out here, it just needs to be finished, we're blind about
We'll
halfway.
send
up
it there.
there.
no, he's not, unless he's having an accident.
We couldn't get it out right.
And that's when you call the guy down the road to come bring it, throw it out, and then you take him to jail. Yeah, I think we need to work on some rules for our park. You know, like, please pick up after your dogs.
Exactly.
You know, because that is one thing that I just cannot handle.
I mean, I feel like that would be, common sense.
No.
It all should be common
Yeah.
sense, but
We.
Maybe we should
expect
have
that to
bags out there,
happen.
so-
We might should provide bags.
Well,
for
I,
it.
I have a
But I
place.
agree
for
with
the-
Gary. We should provide bagging for them
That's what I
to pick
just
up
said.
their dog.
Yeah.
It's not expensive to
Yeah.
get up
I
on
see
some of them and put them on. the
About
boat.
half of them do, but half of them.
And if you get caught, you'll get slammed with a little ticket.
It's hard. It's been checking.
Right, and if you don't have them.
He's coming.
Make the dog food box down there.
Yeah, and if not, they're not that expensive to buy. Whole boxes, and they just come out the bottom with it.
Give one shot.
That, we're just, there's one thing, I'll start working on a list of things, start working on a list of things we can and can't do in the park. Bring it with you next time. Starting. And that park down there, are we, okay. Since we're talking about parks, the park down here by the fire department. I know that the fire department's involved somehow with that park, and I don't know how it works. I'm gonna have to ask somebody. Either the fire department owns it and they leased it to us for 99 years at $1, or the other way around. I can't remember how it is, but we maintain it. So we should probably have rules at that park too. Because there's playground equipment and,
We need to spray for stickers over there.
oh,
Yeah,
Real
we
bad.
need something that, so they're not dumping the trash on the ground over there.
Get
That
it.
park over there, it is bad.
We need to get some permanent outdoor trash receptacle. Instead of taking totes down there, I think they would be nice if we put like a permanent outdoor trash receptacle.
we have to start keeping a log on the playground equipment, correct?
Just fixing to say.
You have to get up.
Need
Once monthly
a log
inspection.
section.
Right.
That's the only equipment got in appointment.
But the equipment's okay, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We just need to keep a log on the maintenance.
I inspected it 2 years back, had a couple bad swings, a bad chain, that got replaced.
Because we can use any money we have in conservation trust for that.
Yeah.
So. We'll work on rules for that part too.
Irrigation finished too, I just run out of time. And it's like something, so.
We get along with. Um. Do we want to do some cleaning resolutions tonight, or do you want to put that off until? next? It's up to you guys.
It's not.
We're gonna table that. Cody, I'll call you and tell you why.
All right.
And I put new employees because I didn't know about our new employee, but what do you want about that?
Oh,
Yeah, it's our new employee. And I didn't know until they called me that we had hired him, so I just put new employee. I don't know what we need.
I could speak on that. When we had the big break at the water tower, me and Gary were there and we were talking. And I said, if I could help this week, I would, but I'm not in town. Gary has concrete to pour this week. So we needed extra hands to help dig up that and get it. So I tried to call Cindy. I didn't get an answer. So me and Gary made the executive decision, basically, that we needed extra hands to help.
Did you discuss pay or anything?
No, we were just gonna try to find somebody and then we would go from there.
The same as day labor.
Yeah, yeah.
It's the same as.
Huh?
Anything like that is beautiful.
Well,
You know, all of it.
I knew I missed a call from Cody. Call back. Sure. I don't know, I wanted her.
Review. Parking, so.
We've got that cemetery coming up, that cemetery people works every day.
That's probably the other.
Yeah, but we've got to get that done before Memorial Day. I've already got all the little ladies in town and mad at me. So,
Getting ready.
well, I tried, but they didn't take too kindly. So,
You gotta think to it, that ground keeps getting saturated and keeps getting saturated. What's next to happen? That tower is gonna lean even more, or it's gonna fall, or it's gonna sink. That's a priority. So I thought that, hey, we need somebody to help out.
so did you guys, what'd you do today?
We got as much digging as we can get done with this. It's just so saturated and wet that you take a scoop and 3 fall.
Is it in the same place where the last one was?
It's
Or
8
just-
feet.
So do we need to just dig the whole thing out, replace everything underneath there?
We can't dig it all up. at
Well,
one time.
Not at all at
Because-
one time, but. Suspend it in air.
We like to leave.
Oh, God.
Over the years.
We have it open now, we can get inside and do section. We should be able to access some of the pipe from inside with the camera. Through the part that under the camera. Back it.
Think that's what we need to do first
We
before we
need to
go.
get a camera to run it. So now, I got a little board though, but it ain't
I was just thinking that does Walter Tucker have one? He's got one.
It don't have to be a real long one, you know, it's like maybe
25.
25, 30 foot of pipe between the
I'm sure.
bottom.
Yeah, the water right now is coming out from underneath the tank. And so if there's an elbow down there,
If that's what's in order.
And I noticed that out here is wet again too, or it looks wet to me. Maybe I'm just imagining things. So, you know who Walter Tucker is?
I do.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's give him a call tomorrow and see if he has a camera that we can run, that we can have him come over and run and see if he can look. Is it empty enough to look?
steady.
Yeah, it's completely.
Oh, good.
If- that's- yes.
Okay. Just do it. Is that required? Or is it Pittsburgh? Yeah, so, Crystal has Walter's phone number. Give him a call tomorrow, see if he's got the thing. If not, Ron has somebody that has one. We'll get it right. Get under there and look and see what we're dealing with. See what we're gonna have to do.
And so, we're having an issue out there at the very end of the line at the lagoon. He took the fire, me and Brandon took the fire truck down there and just, rat out of line. Still won't.
Well, I know that up here at the park, they replaced all of Amber's sewer because it was completely packed full. So I think we are in worse trouble than we think we are.
So I
think it's not
talked
like
to
that, but-
Dave Pan today and sounds a little bit about out there.
Mhm.
Tomorrow, I'm gonna go right out there with him, take his sewer machine and see if I can get a little bit of blockage out.
Okay. Is this the one that you and Peanut were talking about going and blowing out Friday? Yeah, I think we're in more trouble than we're going to.
On that note, that acid that we're talking about is a root killer. That can be used as a preventative maintenance to keep those roots from growing back in once it is cleaned out. It gets run in at the north end and it will flow through the system and it'll kill little roots that it contacts on its way.
If you've got a
through.
blockage in your sewer line, you blocks it, it's all the impact. And then work its way down and it will clean out the clog.
But
So-
it's used as a preventative maintenance, it will save having a lot of those
Might
problems.
be glad that we found 16 gallons of it.
It will.
You don't really use any more than a 3-pound pocket can.
In the whole system?
And,
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
If you do, you're gonna be blowing the lines apart.
And too much at any one time will affect the bacteria in the
Will
food
do.
system.
Kill 'em. Okay, do we, is that part of our problem? Is,
It's part of it. It should be on a schedule to be done regularly.
and it has to be, okay,
That's,
Alright.
flushing the hydrant. Flushing the hydrant.
oh my God, yeah. Okay, did you catch all that?
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start doing that, see what. I don't know what to do with that one,
Well, the lift station pump is,
it's not working. It hasn't been working for a while though, has it?
has it worked inside?
I know that Britt came that one day and tried to fix it and said it was a mess. Can Walter fix that? Have him look at it when he's here.
If we get a new.
3 times. They put 2 in that just burnt right and one that's in it is newish, but they never got it set up right, to my understanding.
Well, if you raise some of that wiring, looks in that control panel. Probably would be wise to get an electrician to come out there and the wire can get corrected. So that you're not burning up a 1200 gallon pump.
I believe it was more than that.
Still probably closer to 5 or 6
Mhm. I don't remember for sure. They go by, there you go. 6 weeks after they replaced it the first time, next one, it might have made 6 months.
We're really still in need of giving the float to them.
Well, the float's working, or else it wouldn't come on the burn pump. I mean, we might as well replace it. It for sure needs it, to that right, the dosage is off, or else the pump wouldn't be running so long that it's burning.
Or it is not being maintained properly and cleaned out. That's wasn't written in.
Right, they are sewage grinder pump, but even a grinder pump can only pump that big mess so much.
I pulled socks and t-shirts and all kinds of crap
Oh, I'm
out of
sure.
it.
That's not a grant.
So do we need an
Yeah,
it is a
electrician
grant.
first or?
It is
And that has to be cleaned there.
It still needs that pump tank cleaned out every now and then.
Okay,
But that should be a twice a year thing. At least it is.
and we do it.
You gotta get rid of it.
The pump goes and
We done.
it needs set properly. I think that's been the problem with it all along. They want to fill that tank all the way up in the dose and then pump 30,000 gallons at once, and that pump's not made to do that. It's made to 600 or 800 in the time and cool off and.
And it wouldn't get.
Like, we will, yep, they for sure will. It's just the length of time they run and the juice they draw, they have. Depending on the pipe size.
You don't have a thermal protector on it.
It does, and it shuts itself down, and that's where it sits. The thermal protector kicks out and it just finishes filling up. But the way the dose is set, it's always in the thermal protector instead of actually shutting off like it's supposed to. It just runs until it kicks off. and the
About
valve-
180 times.
Right there.
Okay, so we'll call Walter. I need to go over and his camera. Yeah,
Do you know anything about the?
well, we'll have him, if he can, have him look at it.
Who does?
I don't know, I only know one person that we can. That's why I'm sharing.
Most septic installer, should know pump system.
Is that what we're?
Somebody grows,
I just don't know anybody around the.
grows well service.
So I would
What
be-
about Gross Wells? Because they did our stuff, some of our stuff out here.
He still needs to get out and put 5 stuff together.
Oh, he hasn't put our well back together? Vicky, can you call them, please? It's gonna go well, but try back together.
Well, fine.
Yeah. Gross is out of control.
I think you all.
Yeah. I don't think he wants to be in the, he doesn't want to play in the dirty water.
But whoever comes to work on it is gonna require pumping the chamber down, cleaning it, $400 or $500.
It's gotta be done.
Oh, yeah, with Walter.
There's no choice.
We could even use the.
Yeah, you could have
Right
definitely
over the table.
got back into it and
Yeah, the,
Get a
Get
vision.
somebody to do that. we have Capability to do it ourselves.
If we do it, we need to get a water tank down there. Part of this problem is flood, thick, it's hard to pump it, and if you're gonna do a job and just wash it out real good while you're pumping. So, and then get flood at the bottom.
What if it would be wise to raise the pump up a little more than what it is? When you're above the.
It might be, I never looked to see how high off or the bottom it
Right
is.
down on the ground. down there.
It- Yeah, it should be 8 or 10 inches off of the bottom. And, you know, I always set them on a block myself when I was in college.
You're the man.
So everybody's clear on what we're gonna do. Clear as mud, clear as
Where's-
sludge.
Where's close?
So Crystal already just talked to Walter
Uh-huh.
and he said we're gonna call. And if he doesn't answer, then we push it.
Let's get that done. Especially that tank.
Yeah.
All right. Rob sent me a picture the other day. Did you send it to anybody else about that sign? Or just me?
Steve.
Well, I can pull it up and see. We have a terrible problem with trucks in this town, and I know this has been a sore spot with the councils before. They didn't want to pass an ordinance because of the trash trucks. It doesn't apply to trash trucks or people delivering furniture or anything else. It's just people just
Moseying through town.
moseying. Yeah, this guy was
Missing the
cruising.
roads or whatever.
And he completely missed, well, if I can find. there's that. He completely missed the stop sign. And tore it down. Did Michaela ever get you license plate?
Not license plate. Her camera got him coming this way and then her camera got him going down Nebraska and took a picture, but got a video by here.
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's over here. He went down Main Street.
He came into town, he went down across, came back up. He went over to Nebraska, turned left on Nebraska and came out in front of my house and swiped that pole.
Yeah, knocked it. And that's not all of the reason we have potholes, but it's some of the reason. We have got to look into a truck ordinance again. We've got to. They're tearing up our signs, they're tearing up our stop signs, they're tearing up our roads.
Turn up our water
Tearing
line.
up our water lines, our water lines are fragile right now.
Our roads aren't capable of vehicles that big.
No.
They're just not.
But if they're driving through, like, we got it on camera too, but we couldn't get a license plate, it was marked on the side. And who's gonna police the town to stop
Exactly.
these people?
That, I
we
think that
couldn't
was
do
probably
anything
the last time, correct?
Yeah,
That
He's marking
and
out.
getting DOT permission for the signage on the highway coming in.
Yeah.
They put up their own sign, so we have to get this private line to be put in the.
What if we put them just inside our office? DOT?
You can do that. If you put it inside the city limits on our streets, you could do that.
My dad already paid for the signs. for it now.
Yeah. What Cody said. We could put them like down here instead of right there on the highway.
If they need to be on all three roads there, one out here
And I
and one
get
right
it.
here.
They're gonna be going through here, like somebody's gonna miss that turn. If they've never been here before, because I've seen people do it 100 times, if they do that, I'm not mad about that, because those people usually are really sorry. I'm mad about these people that just cruise through town, isn't that nothing better to do? You know, our system just can't take it, our infrastructure can't take this anymore. It's.
Well, it
crap.
sucks too when you got UPS and FedEx, man, they fly through here too. I'm surprised.
Horrible.
Yeah,
Horrible. Between my house and your house, they make that like their little racetrack.
yeah, right there in front of my house, you could hear them, packages flopping around. I was like, wow.
You can see the trucks coming down the road by my house.
Oh, yeah.
They come into town and they don't slow down for 70 until
Truck ordinance right there.
No, it wouldn't affect UPS or FedEx.
But you would think though, we can't police nothing because we ain't got no police force.
Residence, your address of your residence is your place of business. Like when David told you that one time when he was bringing his truck here in town, parked it by his house, because I guess something about it being his place of business, the address.
He's got to find someplace else to park.
Okay, well, it's like.
Well, and a lot of
His
people,
brother comes about.
somebody used to park their truck right over here next to Jim Nelson's building. When they came to town, so they weren't on the streets. So, and there's plenty of places to park if you just ask nice. Vandermeers have a place out there. I mean, I'm sure if you go next to them, they will let you park there. But I mean, we're a long ways from that point. I mean, but we've got to do something because it's tearing up our streets, tearing up our signs. And I'm sure that CDOT's tired of replacing our stop sign.
yeah, they've got both of these signs in the last few months.
Yeah, and
The one in Nebraska and the one out here on Minnesota.
they make it quite good. They're tired of replacing it. So.
A major bypass would be in order, but how to get the DOT to do that.
Right, yeah.
We're talking about home levy.
Like they did when they tore that street up.
Not finished.
It'd be a
Who's gonna
million
enforce
dollars.
it? Like they make the damage and they leave.
Yeah.
I mean, or we can.
If we could find out who that was, I'd run it down.
Oh, so we
Well,
looked, but there was nothing for the truck and we didn't see the license plate. It was just too far out of our view. I just. No, I think that guy went down towards Salt Beach, because Kayla tracked it through town, and she could see him coming up by the post office from the front camera.
That best in Don's house is truck related.
Yeah.
You can't even use that. truck.
Yeah.
And then it crashed up to that help it.
But I would-
That was bad day.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. No.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know if that will affect Rick down there, Jeff, because
He's
he's
been,
got trucks coming in all the time.
but he's been unloading over here. Did you know that?
Yeah, you
Can't
can,
get in down there.
Well, because they can't go down Don's road because they can't get in, but yeah, he's been unloading. Which is fine because we have trucks going through the granary. All the time.
They have nothing called that.
Well, they come on the highway. The highway comes right here to this corner.
Trucks that go to the green, like I come from.
Uh-huh.
You're gonna go make a non-stop at the stop sign there. And then
You turn right,
go to Colorado, and then.
they turn left at the state and move right straight out and go on 96.
so
That's all highway.
That.
It is.
up until the stop.
Yeah, wow it.
But nobody knows if that specifically is so hard. The ordinance, so that they can still make the right and then the left, yeah. Where are they limited from?
They are limited from going.
Any road that doesn't have a sign? Oh, boy, Colorado is the only one with a sign.
Yeah, pretty much, so other than,
Nebraska's got some sidewalk.
And so does Iowa. But I saw on the way.
I'm thinking, but my brain is worn out today.
That's something you guys need to say. What if they did come out?
And everybody think about it. We got, you said, yes, Jim.
If you wanna stick him on something,
Wait, Lynn.
have him do a request to DOT for a reroute of that highway where it doesn't go through town, doesn't go around the cafe. Come out here at 23, just shoot that sucker straight to the boots. That's always But getting that
That's already
done,
bad. We'll make them happy.
getting that done is a political
Yeah.
process.
Well, it had so many
But-
trucks to turn right there on 23
Oh, it's a mess.
and made them lay them over right there.
Yeah,
because of
like
the
that
corner.
MRI truck, how many times has Greg gone out there and dug them out of it?
I pulled some out.
Yeah. I mean, is that, I don't know if that's too hard to turn.
No, they could reroute that.
Make it a straight shot.
It'd be $1 million highway project.
Oh my God, we're not gonna do that.
Well, that's what you have to request DOT
We either,
to reroute their highway out of your town, and it's a bypass.
But
But-
wouldn't that hurt us as far as getting any type of tax from the state?
No.
we'd still get our ATTF.
No, your
If
ATP,
we still made, we
the
maintain streets.
FTP is, your FTP is still paid the same. That's a highway. It may look like Colorado to him, but that's Highway 96.
Yeah,
Bypass.
So you're one street this side of that, where the trucks.
But yeah, I've always thought, if they ever lived here, why don't they just put a nice couple little long curves? Them guys, yeah, slow them down, gotta still slow them down. But the 35 or something,
most of our problem is we have no police force. That is our
Well-
problem right there.
yeah, but it,
You know?
still, infrastructure would make a lot of difference in your town traffic. You wouldn't have to fight with these 2 day stop signs, which I've run them a jillion times. The cop stopped me, I said, hey, they weren't there 50 years ago, and I don't see them now.
Well, there's a white line around it.
What's that?
White line around it.
Optional? Okay, thanks, Rob. I'll remember. I'm gonna have to-
But we have cameras on the stop signs. Oh my God. Like I told them, that's
Ricky has a
they are not optional.
Let's put up a bigger sign out here showing that 96 is going that way instead of coming straight through town. but
Yes.
a lot of
They
them,
just
'cause
rock
you
on
just
through
can't
it, not
see it.
realizing they're supposed to turn and they're
That's,
looking.
that's a good point.
They're behind.
We can just put a big sign up over here that says trucks.
You already got it. You already got it. Right across the street.
That would be perfect.
They still don't.
I drove, I didn't know it was there for 5 years.
And you
They
just throw it
pointed
back
it out.
out.
They pointed it out.
That would stop them?
Well, it'd be slow.
When councilman
They
shut
would
down that.
know that 96 is turning there, because that's most of the time, that's the problem, they think you're going straight
I have
through
no
on
idea
the
that
highway.
that's a state highway.
Yeah.
Right, not until they get down into
It's because
town.
Right, so they're way down
The
here.
sign that's there is like maybe this big.
Yeah, it's not big at all.
Gary's got a good idea.
I can't take credit for it, but big one.
What about some rumble strips too coming into town?
I say we just put signs up that say people don't come downtown. Just stay the hell out. Go away. This is our town, leave it alone. We have enough problems.
Well,
Cannot use our highway, cannot use our bathroom. There you go.
There's a lot of people that use our bathroom, but they're usually people, they're not truckers.
Well, none of them can use our bathroom anymore. Our bathrooms are off limits.
oh,
I have a headache. Okay, so take that and run with it if you want to, or if you want us to. I know. Oh my God, turn it into a mess. Okay, no, our lawyer has moved on, so I guess we should take Susan and follow and move on. Jim,
I won't take long. I'll try to keep it short.
yeah, as long
I'm
as it
sorry.
makes some kind of sense or rhyme or reason, we're good.
Thank you for putting me on the agenda and making, told me the request for my next meeting tonight.
Okay,
And, thank you. First of all, I'm here with the Sugar City Pipeline. Pertaining to our bill, our charges. And first of all, I want to compliment Vicky for doing such a great job working with me and working with us. And we're a little lost. We're getting better, really getting better. But I did some analyzations on these spreadsheets. If I gave them to you, probably wouldn't know what I'm talking about. But our original contract drawn up in 1999 had a minimum, I believe, 200 and $525 minimum car at $2. One time they had a progressive, balanced it back simple. And so when we come out with the new rates here, 23 fall, November 23 fall. And in that contract, it says the town has the right to raise the rates. Clear and evident. But it didn't address any of the other particulars. And I've never gotten, other than a resolution, raise the rates. It showed it going to $4, $16.60 and such. I got that resolution. I have that debate.
Okay.
But it didn't address some of the finer points of what's our minimum charge. So, and when you raise the rates, I wasn't quite sure why you was raising them. I asked the question about your budgetary process, and I know you need money, and I know you need to raise the rates. We have been raised, but we need to get. I don't think a resolution is probably the answer. I think just a declaration amendment to the original contract for that, for our particular pipeline, maybe Northwest 2. So Vicki and I have something solid to go on. I was using 315,000 calculations, but you know, we was having trouble reading them, getting them right. This thing shows our discrepancy. At the end of November, we had a $10,000 estimate. And I have, you know, I've come in and said, Vicki, well, no offense, but I come in the other day and shed our PW, purchased water at $4,900. We was miscalculating, you know.
But I fixed it. It was in the
Yeah,
process of
and
fixing it because
we
it
were-
just charges whatever.
We
it
work
wants to
constantly,
do.
but it'd be nice if we had, do you want the rate to be 200,000 gallons, 230,000 gallons minimum? 315,000 gallons? We talked at one time about doing a $3 per thousand over minimum. Right now we're at $4. We're kind of calculating it. Right now, Vicki and I are conceding to 230,000 minimum at $525 minimum. $525 minimum.
So instead of the 2,000, you do what? Or 200,000?
Is it 200 in there?
Yeah, I've been figuring it out to 200,000 because of the contract.
Okay,
Well,
so
you've been using 230.
Well, up until a certain time, and
Yeah.
then I found the contract, and I would say probably December is when I went to the 200,000 because of the contract.
You're using 230.
The 230?
Yeah.
Is that what I wrote down?
Yep. What you did.
okay,
Okay,
I think in the contract,
it was
Yeah,
200.
okay, but see, I've been just, she and I adopted 230. At one time when we actually tried to draw up a contract in November, I don't know if y'all was doing any of it now. But
Gary,
Gary.
probably. Yeah,
But-
probably the only one.
I have one, it was never signed, never, and it was at 315 with a different minimum at a $2 charge or something. We gotta nail this down so Vicki and I can know.
Just redo the contract.
I don't want to, it's a 4-year contract.
Yeah, but it has to be. So this is the only part that needs.
Right, can't you amend that?
What part?
What it needs to be.
Okay,
This is not, it's not a blood.
they definitely want, see, this is that abbreviated contract where it's progressive. Right. And they have raised the rate to 400 over excess, 200.
Well,
I've done calculations down.
Yeah, I should-
The water increase, I've got a 5-year average that we paid. So, well,
The exact.
if this is in 230 at 525 and a 4 over, it puts me at 44% increase in water costs. Okay. Here's one, 315,000 minimum at a $4 over minimum. Puts me at 26.75% increase. Here's one other scenario.
Everybody can agree that the contract's 25 years old and the contract's.
No, it's not outdated.
Well,
It's everything in the contract except that little paragraph right there.
right, that's what I'm saying. That's what needs to be just.
Can we just do an amendment, leave the contract alone?
Well, we would just do a new contract, but the only thing that will be. Yes, okay. But
So is that
What's
contract good for
supposed to be-
40 more years or what?
there
There is a term in it.
We can do that. We need to know,
So,
we need to know what those numbers.
at the
your numbers
rate
need.
change.
Well, I don't
that was
like
done,
50%
I
increase.
was under the impression.
Like I said, this one here, this
minimum
scenario,
Was
315,
being raised to 7,500
one's 40,
per half.
45% increase,
So
or the
that
26,
they
or the 28. I can go with either one of them,
go
28.
So Austin paid as much
Yes,
on the
I'm
$4
trying to
per
live
pound.
with it.
That was my understanding. So that
Well, they got, it was,
part of that
it was December
rate
of
increase
2020.
away by raising the minimum. Was-
I'm sure they.
Vicky, that's the issue. Vicky, do you have a copy of the resolution that increased the rates on the contract?
No, it wasn't on this contract. It was-
I would have to
it was
look
broad
for it, 'cause
based
I think that was
resolution.
before I was here.
There's a broad based.
Right before, or maybe when you first started, but.
Right, so I could look
Give me your
for it
email,
and get it.
or I'll let you write it
But I
down.
would have to
You don't
find
want-
it, filing there.
In other words, this will say, we just need to raise the numbers.
Okay, so,
Why not do that?
so, okay, when you build a contract, date, it's good date oriented. It needs to be signed by everybody. And, but there is a date oriented, you know, the date we recently.
Which would put them
The term, the length of term of this contract. Well, this is
paying that $4 a pound.
So that's when you're going to change.
I think that's contradicting.
Well, we agreed on things before,
Yes.
and then it never actually just got put into effect. We made the agreement for 3 at a 7,500 minimum. But Doc Boss. Never after.
That's what I read.
Contract.
Or can't change the rates. Yes. The duration of the contract is short.
Okay. So you're gonna take out that clause. Take out the rate, increase the rates.
That's what it should be.
That would be current to your. account.
And then their usage, you know, in 300,000-400,000.
Or not change the rates.
The minimum.
Revise the contract, revise the contract for 5 years.
We signed the same contract.
Well, as long as you can, I got. Because we've got players, well, we had reading problems. And then we had a water meeting. So the cycle like change. No, I said, we're not paying enough bill here. He said, well, I think that'd be an individual,
One pipeline.
yeah, I think I would. Well, but they, you're right, they may have contract like mine, I don't know what their contract.
Yeah, I mean, they got nothing to do with it. But I mean, if we did that and we made a 5-year duration, then you can revisit the rate in 5 years. That's.
That all over. I think I could read your writing.
We're working on it.
Okay.
So, town needs to have a certain amount of money. I sure don't mind are you 26 to 30% increase in our water?
Are you okay
Yeah.
with the resolution?
So
Can I
the
plug the
problem
numbers from
is,
You mean leave the contract alone and go?
Can I take the numbers from the resolution?
Well, they don't address some of the things that are in the
No,
contract.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Can be address all of the issues that you have.
Okay. I'll point that out to you.
and what the number should be.
In the meantime, Dickie and I are doing a pretty good job of coming up with what we think we need to put.
Sort of agreement before, but it never got put into effect. We voted it that it would be $3 a thousand.
In the water meter. In the water.
In a meeting, right, it just never actually went into effect,
Was that the meeting that I got?
and that the
Yeah, I-
minimum would be raised to 7,500. So that per, you know,
If you take our meter times 7,500.
315. Right, which would put you paying the minimum about half of the year and a little over the
So-
minimum through the summer.
Our water users should be paying no less than the town, which I agree.
Well, that's exactly the
We're based
same.
on a 5,000,
the-
we're based on a 5,000 minimum,
Right,
so you have to recalculate that.
right, that's what I'm saying. With the rate change, raising the minimum would absorb a little bit of the rate change, because you would not be in overage as often. You would stay at that minimum.
Another thing not addressed, one, 20 years. We've added the tank, facility maintenance. Thing. There was a resolution for it and they kind of did follow through with it, but we followed. And there's that, and then what's the other charge? Well, the facility maintenance is that per meter. Then there's a water assessment, that was nowhere.
In the email that you send me,
I'll address that thing.
you have to tell me the whole history.
Right,
We
your bill.
decided on the water assessment just on this master meter, and not on the 42 meters you got down line.
Right. That was-
Well,
It is, you only get charged
That
17.
was, right.
We only get charged
calculated it.
$17
Come
for
up with
that.
that through a calculation of the number of meters.
Right.
Base, so we can base it similar to what you have.
So it looks like you pay $17 a month for the water assessment. And then you pay $16.19 for the.
Well, we had an argument about that. They was going to throw the 17 times 42. And they
Yeah,
said, well,
I
we
remember
should
that.
be paying our home meter.
Yeah, you pay them, so we
That
don't
should
have to.
probably
be-
go the same with the facility maintenance, just for the 1 meter.
No, that's when we
No.
lowered the bill. That's when they threw that out and the bill went down about
Oh, yeah.
$678.
Yeah.
I said,
And they
that
dropped it
won't,
down to 14.
that won't, I paid $700 a month. Water, that's ridiculous.
Well, and not just that, but all that water still has to go through the entire facility to make it.
We gotta pay for the tank, we gotta pay for the wells, we gotta pay our share. You know,
Well-
and stay in relationship to the cost you have here. Ours are 48, 49 out there. I got one over here, $57. Which I get 75. I'll work with him.
Right.
You don't care.
They're gonna let you.
And me and Vicky will just keep pounding away.
You just keep
But
doing
hopefully
what you
we
do.
can- And so, Vicky, you need to send me what you think the number should be. You send me what you think the number should be in your history, and then we'll email it back and forth until we have something out that we can.
We're doing pretty good. Last 2 or 3 months, we're really cooking.
Yeah, he comes in and, you know, says, so.
So I appreciate her. I really do. Yes. Thank you, guys.
Okay, since you have that all on your.
Oh, here's another one. I found the ones from that meeting that he was at that one time.
One I missed.
Yeah, no, this was, in 23. When they were.
Okay.
So. And then there's a couple different.
In principle, is the board okay with the 5 years? So we don't have to do a resolution and to do how it's all done. We
Absolutely.
change the contract every 5 years or not, doesn't need to change. But at least that way, everything's in the contract.
I'm okay with that.
That came out of the meeting minutes from the water board. I gave the minutes because, I mean, it does, that's all I got, but here is, they have a camp too and
Yeah,
all that,
let's
so.
not mess with camp where it did more like line work when we deal with them tonight. I don't think
I think that was the one that they came up with, in the summer of 2023, and they had talked about it in like October, November. So I just gave all the notes that they had because I didn't know if it had something pertaining to numbers in there.
Is this contract the middle pipe?
That should, one of those should be for Sugar City Pipeline. But, like I said, it's just a draft, nothing was ever signed, but this is what they were. Northwest, and then that should be south.
Oh, this one, well, this
Yeah.
one, that's my student, the one that goes north.
Yeah, but this was 1999.
This one's so good.
Where this one was the draft. I'm just saying that's what they had
Okay.
come up with at that time, but they agreed on at that time, so I don't know.
Well,
If you want, I can send some stuff with you that way. you have it.
I would take the Northwest, put it back in the book,
Okay.
and just look at like the street pipeline. Yeah,
She doesn't, she said not the Northwest.
that's another pipeline. That's not Jim's. No, because North is happy with their number.
Mhm.
Lisa Bauer's happy with her number.
Probably because you
Well-
haven't raised the rate for 30 years and you got
It's
there.
crazy. That night that I got sick, yeah, the night that I got sick, I had to leave the meeting, they were.
But I mean, can you do a? is it-
What?
What, nobody knows what's
They
actually
actually
the result.
put
Somebody
numbers.
has to take it down, now the number one knows what the number is. Why are they contracts?
Yeah, but they can pay that.
Are they more? I don't know. I lost all the control to see, so I don't know what happened. So do we need to give them all of them? How many? do they
That's what
have?
I'm thinking. There's three units.
So
You see the same for both.
how many pipelines do they have? Three?
You don't have to change. You can do the 5-year deal. We don't have to change their rates, but we're gonna make the contracts look the same, so there is no
Okay, so then you want the other.
difference between. them.
Yeah, there's three.
There's another one too.
Or whatever.
That's what I'm saying. There we go. Those are-
Northwest.
that's-
Very.
It's actually-
They're not, I would just be setting up, I would just be setting up home walking, got the pulse, so it's okay.
But they never signed it. So I'm just saying, I'm going to. And I can probably find the other one where.
Business is signed. Contract. Yeah. You want to make. This is. This is why they. This is.
Yeah.
That's what they're supposed to do.
Well, you have got this ultimate awesomeness client right here, so. Okay, are we done with water? Cody, you wanna talk about the fire?
I wasn't there, but I just heard from people that it was from the weed farms coming and dumping their soil, peat moss and all that. And it just self-combusted with the wind, it caught on fire. I think if we're going to have them come out there and dump, we should charge them. Because if this is it's gonna happen again no matter what, right?
Yeah.
Or not do it at all.
Yeah,
They didn't dump it. Our trash service went and picked it up and charged them for it.
yeah, we charged them separately and then we just dumped it out. It was left. We already charged them for it. They already paid for it. It was, Padilla's produce.
Why are we?
Why are they dumping it there?
Yeah.
We take the hemp plants.
I think we need to
What?
stop it.
I think, if you-
We have.
well, because we can't.
I think it was last year.
We can't take
It was
them
composted,
to
yeah.
dump.
Yeah.
You can't take anything from the site, you can't take anything from the gross unless it's marked, it has to be state marked.
Right, you can take it.
And it has to be
but they
hemp.
Where does
Yeah.
this come
from. It comes from the grove, it's cocoa shell as well as the dirt that they would grow.
from? Who? From the.
From the
Grow
ground,
house.
yeah. It's all been there for 2 years now. But really just knocked down and spread out It's switch composting.
We're gonna do that as soon as we get some good
It's no
days.
longer a
Yeah.
problem.
I
but
think their intention to begin with, and again, is having a stockpile so that people wanted to give it.
There's our own parks and stuff.
Yeah, anybody who wants some, make sure you let me know,
Is it still good?
because
Burn?
I'm gonna take
Absolutely.
even down
It's
some,
even
and then I'm gonna
better.
drag it out.
Okay.
It
Would be
composted
great
and
to put
burned.
over there on the south side. Put
And
about
if
2, 3
that'll be
inches.
like that, so it's sufficient. It's not making it simple. It's costing it.
It would, but like Eric's saying out there, if we saw several of them over here in the park, fill it in, it would help lighten the floor up so much, and the grass would grow so much better. It's not even, but it just needs to get done.
Okay.
It don't just need to sit there.
I just have this comment because this just popped into my head. There is a person that lives down the street from me that had 2 loads of that stuff dumped in her backyard, and it has just been sitting there. Is it gonna spontaneously combust to burn my house down?
It is possible if it's
might
piled
need to
up
have
in a
Dave send
great
her a
big
letter.
pile, spread out, and it won't, but
But what
Yeah.
happens if we spread that in our parks and then a weed plant pops up?
What, I'm sorry.
If we spread it in our parks and there so happen to be seeds in there, we're watering it, it's gonna pop up a weed plant.
They're gonna have the best popcorn ever. I think it would be great.
well, they'll never get more than 6 inches tall.
Well,
Because it gets old.
It's not weed seed.
yeah, no, it's not.
You're just bringing the weed seed.
Yeah,
Well, there shouldn't be any.
Right, no,
seed in
it
the
was weed seed free to
It's
start
PLF.
with.
Guaranteed
It's
PLF
hemp.
for-
It
Just
was
the male
to start,
plants.
but,
Going in, sure.
Sitting down there now, it probably got all kinds
It's
of
got-
weeds. from
it's
it.
got all kinds of tumbleweeds in it now.
yeah.
I don't think.
Now it's too late.
Okay, so. Okay, we need to figure out what to do with this pile of stuff. Spread it out.
Really?
Just spread it.
I need to
Run
go down and
this
get 2
stuff.
balls, so I can- Not my marijuana plant, just my plant plants.
Go get it. It's in there.
Right, anybody that's got some planners they wanna build, come get it, before we get it spread out. you know,
Okay, so let's make a sign and put in the window that we have potting soil. That you can come get
Is it? Soil.
for a week and then
It's
whatever.
has almost no nutrients to it right now till it comes. It's more of a peat moss kind of deal.
So if I mix that in with my house plants, would it hurt it?
No, but it will make the soil lighter so that they can grow better.
And hold the moisture better too without it fertilizing.
Right.
But there's no nutrients.
But there's no nutrition. Unless it composts it. And
Oh, wait. So let's let it sit there and cool off.
How much will be looking?
Well, did they just flood it?
30 yard.
yeah,
Yes,
that-
it's 30 to 50 yard.
Now it's like wet hay. Bring a wet hay.
Oh, but
and
it's-
then puts it- you
No,
make the
we have
crushed
all none and
reaction.
spread.
So it's started firing.
Hold down there one time.
Oh, well, that's, I thought it was.
Oh,
So it's been 2 years since they. started.
It's been longer than that.
I would say probably would be not.
When they-
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they don't want to.
so this is not an ongoing problem. we
No,
just deal with.
no,
Oh,
That's what I.
okay. I was thinking this was an ongoing problem we would have to. deal with.
And he said he would spread it out, so we could just take care of it, spread it out.
I agree with that. Just spread it out together. Let it dries or whatever.
Yeah, don't even give the people that.
Yeah.
Going down there and nothing.
And watch it fill in little pots. Yeah, we'll just spread it. So, and is that the only one you got, or did you get 2?
Those,
Did you get a no trespassing? Do we need a no trespassing?
No trespassing signs,
Oh, there
all up and down the.
I have one in my car that belongs to.
There's one that also says danger, this is a wastewater treatment facility
Yes.
on the gate.
Really nice, really nice, I like those. Because, we have new signs, Cody, can you see it? In the
Yeah.
back?
Yeah,
So, yeah, we've got to clean up what we're doing, we can't just keep piling crap down there. Okay, so Rob's gonna spread all of that out so that it dries and. I don't know, we'll grow trees or something down there. So. Okay. Summer help. What do you really want to do about summer help? I think we need to
well, if
start.
if we already got this guy Jeff and he wants to work more than doing the water tower, I mean, we might as well we already got him, so.
Yeah.
Sure. I think that's a good idea too.
Okay. Because we've got to get started on that cemetery. I think it's the
Cutting
water
trees
tank.
down, the tree that fell over here on Iowa. Big, huge tree, fell, knocked power line down, we get over there cutting that up, getting rid of it.
Everyone,
Horizontal
most of
line.
the scrap metal that's there,
Um,
finish that job as soon as we're done with this water leak.
Yeah, we just barely got maybe a little bit of.
Be very, very careful with the trees. Because Gary and I had a big round with a person here in town about trees. Because they technically belong to the landowner. So
It's that house over there that,
It's the one.
oh, is it that one? That guy, he's gonna get to me one way or another. Yeah. Okay, just be very, very careful.
Yes, ma'am.
Because I don't know. Should make him sign something. So we're gonna, we can put up a sign, Vicky, that we'll start taking summer applications. I think if we just put up a sign right now, we'll be okay.
We actually have a couple, applications in the office that people already put in.
Okay.
For help, so I can get them to you guys for the next one.
We need to talk about our vacancies. I didn't put on the agenda. I think we should. Can we do it next meeting? We're already out of compliance. Oh, that's right. So, okay, we're going to table that. We're going to table the vacancy. Well, it's not up to the, we're not tabling it. It's not fine. So that will be on the agenda. Please make a note that needs to be on the next agenda. Under new business is the what we're gonna do. And then we're ready for your report.
Okay, real quick, how much, are we gonna pay that, because tomorrow's payroll?
Oh, yes, we need to discuss how much we're gonna pay Jack to work. Because tomorrow is payroll and she needs to know.
And how many hours?
What about 15 an hour?
Minimum wage is 14. 14.91.
Just consider it volunteer work, okay, I love your town, you look at the 20 years, and whatever you need. There you go.
Cody said 15. So I just.
1481.
Oh, yeah, I just.
Yeah.
We just need to know, I just need a motion for how much to pay him and how many hours a week to let him work right now.
There, how many hours is left?
Oh.
This is good.
So,
I can just go ahead and tell
I
you.
know he's all gray, like, you need oxygen.
straight working, probably 40 miles. Tank, but we got a delay in there, we'll play on the tank. And everything, so. It's gonna be 2 weeks for everything started.
But we're not looking at two weeks of straight labor.
No,
Give me a picture, give me an idea.
we're at 40 hours.
40.
Actual work. Yeah.
Actual,
Yeah, when are they coming to take?
the 10th.
Next
Monday.
Monday.
We should be able to have that dug up and repaired and ready to go back online before they even come.
Right.
Right.
But it's all a guess
Well-
until you actually see what's the problem.
And we have to wait
understand
for
that.
Walter.
If
we
it's
have to
what
wait for
I'm
Walter too
assuming,
To look to see if there's more mess. But either Walter might not
Right.
get over
Is,
it.
is that your little tractor that's down there?
Yes,
Why is it there?
it's no longer there.
It's gone.
It was there because it was small enough to fit in between the mud hole that was already there. And the backhoe was potentially going to be flipped. It was driven through the mud.
But it's no longer there.
But
Okay.
it's still in town. You need it. Yeah, sir.
No, well,
Volunteer.
Not yet, he did not want to talk to me last time. His, she told me what she was doing. He called me the other day and I said, can you radio our 24 stuff? He was, "No, he goes, we'll let you know. But, and I'm handing out his number, county comments for his number too. So. and he doesn't speak to me anymore. So. You like your minis, okay. All right, I'm sorry, continue. Someone needs to make a motion.
About all this.
Yeah, it could see, you know, here we are.
Well, it's supposed to be a perfect.
Great. We're
I'll make
trying-
the motion to pay Jeff $15 an hour for, what, 40 hours, Gary?
Yeah, it'll be at least that.
I'll make the motion for that.
Oh, yes, yeah.
That's for tank repair, correct?
Thank you.
And then,
That's, we,
Oh, wait.
for, yeah. Even that, we probably can come in under that. And we'll from the odd one.
That does $5 an hour, 3 hours a day. And it's-
we have, we need to do, I'm sure we can find something. So. Okay, I need a second. All in favor?
Aye. And if you guys don't mind, can I just, before Vicky goes, I'm gonna jump off because it's over here, it's 9 o'clock and I gotta get up early for his class.
That's fine.
The only thing I gotta say is we're gonna throw an Easter thing at the park and we'll talk about more of it once we get closer to the next meetings and stuff, but just wanted to put it in your guys' head that we will be throwing the Easter thing like we did last year. Potluck, all that, so, we'll talk again before Easter comes.
When is Easter, Cody? Do you know?
It's good, we're gonna do it the 19th or the 12th of April, I believe. So we got
At the park?
yeah, at the park again.
The 12th.
The 12th.
And you'll let us know what we need to do to help you
Yeah,
out.
yeah, I'll let you guys know. And then if you guys need anything from me, I'm available by text and I'll be back, Friday night.
Okay,
All right, guys, thank you.
talk to you later. I'm sorry, Vicky, you can, since we completely blew your first report out of you. He's in Arkansas, that's why it's 9 o'clock there.
All right, so I did give you that letter of intent, so.
Yes, we have it.
You have that, I have a new resident that rented a place in town in Idaho. I think that's what it is. Iowa, sorry.
I was
And-
like,
I'm sorry.
I'm
Iowa,
living in my house.
and, she isn't able to pay the $200 water deposit.
Our
Okay.
water deposit's $200. Okay, keep going.
So, she was wondering if she could set up like a payment plan to do 50 a month until the deposit reaches
As long
200.
as she keeps her water.
Okay,
I don't have. Advice.
okay, and then she is renting it. And the previous people, like the renter, the people that own it, have a balance of $180 on it. Can I turn on her water even though they owe a balance?
Three comes to Iowa.
Who was there before?
That was during
They have a payment.
No,
Chris.
the people that own the property took it over and they haven't paid for 2 months.
Oh,
So it was already
That's
being
right.
rented. Well, no, she paid, it was just, it wasn't enough of a payment, so it left the balance from the last bill, and the new bill came out, so now it's the 180.54.
send the people that own it a letter and tell them if it is not paid for the next 30 days, that we will be just attached to their taxes.
Okay.
I know you're cringing inside, but just cringe. I know. That's what you're here for. So. More 9 times out of 10, they know they own it.
I think it's like a business, so I'm pretty sure they might, maybe not.
His own clients. Please. It's 7:30 at night, really.
Just a fact.
Just a fact, okay.
Okay,
Let
we
me know
have,
what happened.
okay, I will. Another resident in town in November, his November bill, he had a water bill, just his water. It was $32.98, so it was like $8.92 over what the minimum is. He doesn't want to pay that, so he wants us to take it off his bill. Okay, we have another one with the issue with the hydrant that was hit. She was under the impression that all those months where the water was leaking, that we were gonna just charge 24/6. So,
I don't think we left that impression with her, did we? Do you
No.
think we did? I don't think
No,
we
I
did.
went over there
And tried. You
I-
tried everything to help them.
no, I went over there and I helped her fix the hydrant leak
Uh-huh.
for absolutely nothing. I went over there on my day off. And I told her, I said, I'm just gonna volunteer my time because I know who you are. And she acted an absolute freaking fool. while I was there. She's an older woman and she was outside in freezing conditions, sitting in a chair slumped over like somebody ran over her dog. And so I told her, I said, I just can't work for you. Can't do anything for you.
Left that impression with her that we were ever gonna give her a credit. I mean,
We did the first month,
we
when
did
there
the
was
first one.
30,000 gallons,
Yeah, because we
but her
did.
bill is under minimum.
Mhm. No.
Okay. Rob had come to me and I just wanted to make sure if we found one or maybe somebody has one, so we wouldn't have to, but they said metal detector. Let me start out with that.
I have one.
Okay, he needs one to find a pipe. So we were gonna check it out to see how much, but if you have one, I don't know what he's looking for.
I've never used it. It's brand new. My mother gave it to me for Christmas about 10 years ago. He needs batteries. Thanks, Mom. So I will have Larissa bring it up here tomorrow.
Okay,
I mean, I hope, do what you can. And see if that works. And see.
okay. Zoom videos of our meetings, they're being posted, just so everybody knows, it's kind of an update, they're being posted on our website. I also posted the first 2 of the year on our Facebook. And I'm gonna try to upload the other 2 on there, but it is current on our website. We also are working on getting compliant with that. It's just been kind of crazy this week with the water leak, different stuff going on, so, but we will be working on that. Help in the office on Mondays and Tuesdays. It's really great when Robin's here. We really get a lot done. I know she can't really go over the hours that she's working. She has to keep them to what they are. So we didn't know if we could have someone just to work those 2 days. This week, we didn't get anything done Monday or Tuesday, but answering phones and talking to people that come. They're either paying their bills, which it usually dies down. I'm not sure why it's so hectic. But, okay. And then I know we had a lot of people calling in because, trash service wasn't done. They, had different days, and things like that. So I didn't know if there was somebody. I know Larissa's pretty good at doing stuff. We did have somebody put in an application in his office for office help. I already did that. So, right, so I just didn't know if that was possible. I mean, I would ask that Robin be able to help, but she has to leave days open. Yeah. Mhm.
Are you suggesting Larissa?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I mean, if
And
you
I would
want
not
somebody
be
you
the boss. I
know,
would have Debbie do it. She's Vicky's problem on Monday and Tuesday. She's the home Vicky.
I just need somebody to help us man the phones and stuff.
That's one thing I say. She's polite to everybody else. She's not polite to me. So.
It's just,
Huh?
can we afford more?
I don't know. Gary?
No.
I mean, is there any trustees that will volunteer to come in and take phone calls and take minutes?
I would love to. But
I mean, I'd be willing for any help at this point. It's just, I have, look for this, call this place. It's hard to do that when you're answering phones constantly. So then sometimes I'm on the phone and then a lot of times people can't get through because if Kayla's helping a customer on the phone, we can't answer everyone. Okay.
I'm listening. I already called her into a big old mess, so I'll get ready now. Absolutely, we will come back with it.
Okay, and then, I don't think we have the minutes.
Keep in mind on that note, when we tell you, and this, we used to be full time for a phone.
Yep.
4 years of the trash company. So as to did not affect your general fund budget.
And you rolled it over to.
Since our mix up and everything, that's not been paid, but
So we'll,
you have hours open that could be billed to the trash company for that purpose if you did bring somebody in those.
so I'm building this is the clerk and these are her duties, and this is Kayla's. And these are her duties, and this is Robin's. So do I need to move Kayla to a trash employee only? Because that's not all she does.
No, that's, keep finding the position she's been working, but when it comes to your payroll,
We can do a trash.
we can do a trash only employee, because right now hers is coming out like 25, and, you know,
Yeah,
it's
it's
split up.
like
It's
4 days or
allocated
something,
cost.
yeah.
Right, but initially when she was hired, she was totally from the trash. So one of your three could go to trash payroll and just allow them to mingle their duties into that line.
Because we in our budget,
Because in your general fund, there's no.
there's no money in the general.
But you have to turn around and keep track of herself. How would you do that?
I don't think it would be necessary, but the job, it mixes so much regardless of what you have as an idea in place.
You can allocate all you want, but it doesn't
Right,
matter.
because
Right.
one time.
As far as the duties go, they should all be able to intermix it as needed. But when it comes to budgeting, one of them's payroll comes from the trash company, because at least 40 hours a week is spent answering calls and billing and stuff for the trash. Solely by itself.
I'm trying to, I don't think I brought the trash. I didn't bring the trash fund with me, but we have like $300 some odd thousand allocated in our budget for trash. So we have.
Yeah, we're budgeted more than 100 grand over what we're
Yeah.
paying.
That's good. Yeah. We will circle back to that on next meeting, make sure that's on the agenda.
Okay, so. Oh, we did get the phones fixed. Right. Kayla did go on and we couldn't get through, so she did the chat, with Nexiva, and because we thought we fixed it, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna call. So I called from my phone and hung up on me too. So it would just say, leave a message, and then it just ends the call.
Leave a message, but.
Yeah, that's exactly what it did. So I
Thank
was
you
like,
for calling.
okay, this is
Goodbye.
ridiculous. Call, you got it straightened out. They fixed it. So
Okay.
it's tentatively working. We will keep checking it to make sure it doesn't go back. Oh, I know something else. We're having problems. We only have 3 phones. So if we have to take, we moved the phone to, her desk. Sorry, Robin. Like, what's her name? Robin's desk. And so it's just a little difficult. Also, our phones, I don't know if it's the old computers, but the people on the other end of the line, it makes it sound like we're on cell phones because we're cutting in and out. And I don't know why, like they only get like every other word.
I know, there's our internet service, not plastic.
So it's like they're hearing every other word. And I'm like, hello, can you hear me? And it doesn't matter that because I thought maybe the cord wasn't working. Then we switched out, phones to see, and it's like mine's the worst on my computer.
What's our internet speed set?
The free crap,
Yeah.
because they put it on the town.
Okay, the free crap isn't working.
And I
I
thought,
know they
okay, maybe
posted
we
that.
can go back to what we had for CCOM. We changed all the numbers, so it's gonna take weeks, to change, so nobody will have, what we want to spend
Oh, but
until they change the numbers,
you need to see to. Faster,
I guess.
can you call this some prices?
Okay,
I have internet phone at the house and I have a free phone. To the net, whether it was the same thing, it was.
Crap.
Yes. If you have anything else running at the same time, I don't. Fault. And they're trying to run three computers and talk on three things at the same time.
Yeah, and it's just not working. Okay, yeah, give us some prices.
okay, I'm not saying.
Gary? You have anything?
So the board report.
Oh, I'm sorry, Public Works report. I'm completely scooted right over here, I'm sorry.
We're doing what we can with what we got.
Okay.
You guys already know the power. Mission on or. Trying to evenly spread our time between all of the missions. No, this issue that's been going on with the water tank is something that's been going on for a long time. And you guys to say 40 hours.
Oh,
I don't. Yeah, I don't think.
I'm kind of anxious to see what Walter finds. Because I'm scared that he's gonna find a mess. And it's gonna be a bigger mess than we think.
People set you up to build a house and home. That's all that they concentrated in small space. I agree. It's really. It's not.
So.
I hope it's not as bad as you think.
Well, and I thought about, in fact, I talked to Big Cal this afternoon, I did not ask for this. We might end up having Big Cal, I know. We, if all else fails, to give that water tower fixed, any help. Money help. So, they're big on water right now.
Depending on what we find out.
Yeah, I think.
I'm
wait.
just-
Once you get down to the problem.
Trying to stay ahead of it.
No, that was engineered. What we go through engineers. You know, they don't design it, you're never gonna do it. That's.
Well, I have a question for you. And a lady this weekend that wanted us to bottle all the water and keep it. I don't know how that's gonna work, but okay. But she said that when they put that tower in, that they put lines to run the water, the excess water to the parks. You know anything about that?
No, I never.
I never heard that either.
And if that's that was put in the woods, then there would be something in the drawings pertaining to that.
Yeah.
And there's not.
And there's not. I was like,
That's what I.
like when you break,
Yeah.
like when we're drinking last weekend.
No, that's-
There's a line, there's a line in there, that you just open up that line that brings it right to the park.
No, that's not true.
Okay, I
Well,
called her a liar, but I just wanted to make sure that I called her a liar in the right space, because I was like, that is not
It
true.
didn't exist when it happened.
And I said, there's how many thousands of gallons of water? We need 485,000 in these places because
No,
we're
you
gonna fill.
Twice that.
Oh, yeah, these aren't even a gallon. Well, so maybe we should hold it in the bathtub. I think that's what we should say. Okay, but moving on.
Yes.
Okay. Gary, that's nothing. Ron?
Yeah, well, I've got discussed this. I've been over that, I've got a letter. Write up Yeah.
I will put something together.
I think we'll agree on that.
I will call you tomorrow.
And I'll be there, and then you too.
And I expect an apology from the other one too, for last week's.
All of them. This is ridiculous. In fact, I think we need to get it all out in the open right now. I mean, this is, if we had that special meeting.
Okay.
And if you would arrange that, it would be happy. You've got to get moving. Let's see.
Yeah, we can't keep going on. Can't talk to them, we can remember.
Yeah, boy, it was.
I would like these.
So let's get on that, make sure that it's.
When would you guys like to do? You tell me.
Here. Hey, staff, really. I know we're limited stuff right now. Either we get a handle of or we don't.
I will try for Friday afternoon. I might need to run to Rocky Point early in the afternoon, but then I can be with you.
Your schedule is worse than ours.
We can work with their schedule.
I don't know.
Okay. I know that you'll get with your own.
No, it did not. So if you talk to
You
them.
want me to do it?
Yeah. So here's my.
I'll go see what.
But I will set up a meeting. We'll try to find out. I will let you know. Well, I thought you were. Okay, but I will make my phone call tomorrow and see if I can do that. I just.
Next installations.
Right?
I just, one thing, just curious to know where we're at with the street.
Okay, Mark Core and I had this conversation last night and I think it's all over it. Please tell me you're all over it.
I actually heard back from,
John D. Hill?
yes. Okay, so someone stopped in from Pueblo area. What they're doing is in the city, they're putting up streetlights that have their own solar power. They even have it where it's like a panic button every so many, like it might be on every few blocks. But if somebody's like, you know, you feel unsafe, you can get out of your car, you break down and hit the panic button and like somebody will come and I help you.
I was gonna go for help.
So-
Stop the couch, but.
I said I didn't know that we needed that, so, but, so I said, get me the information, that way I could come to the council and show it to you. I didn't get it yet, they said it would take a little bit of time to get the paperwork together.
Okay.
In the meantime, then that next day, I heard from John. And he said there's nothing they can really, you know, do to, help us, there was no like grant or fund to help us that he thought was in place that might be able to help us. I did tell him, I said, oh, well, you know, I told him about the guy, he told me that depending on, and maybe one of you guys knows, do we own our streetlights? Because if not, we're not allowed to have anybody else do it. And I said, so what are we supposed to do? Go without any lights? Because you guys send people out and they're like, they're too old, we can't fix them. What are we supposed to do?
I know that.
He said, I'll get back
in
to
the
you.
past, the street lights you got here on Main Street.
Those are mine. The decorative lights are ours, I know that.
Then I guess we could put, as long as.
I
we
don't think
own
so,
them.
because Black Hills Energy came out a couple of years back. And that street light that's on my corner, they painted the back half of it black. Because that light, they put in one of those bright white lights at first, they changed that out too when they painted it black. There was only one room in my house that light didn't shine in like you were.
I would have gotten
Being
shot
lost.
out, that's just me.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah,
we tried some things, it just didn't
Well,
work.
it would just be nice for them to come in and fix it.
Just fix the ones that are broken.
Yes.
Well, he's supposed to be getting something in, and I think I did receive something, but I didn't get a chance to respond. A lady's gonna try to work with us. I'm gonna get her the list of because I said even if the numbers off the poles.
Yeah.
So they're not confused about where they are, so they're
Well-
gonna see if they can't fix them and the light poles are theirs, then they'll have to fix them. He said it's not really optional, but if they're ours, then, you know, we have to fix it. So that means if they can't upgrade the ones that are out there, or fix them in a way, they'll have to see it done. So,
Well, I talked to Chad Baldwin, he's part of the solar Colorado, whatever, they own their things, they sell solar. And I asked him about solar streetlights, he goes, you do not want. He said, I would sell you whatever you wanna buy, he goes, I'll sell it to you. He goes, they are very, very expensive and it is every day. And he said, yeah, that's the city, because you're gonna have a dark town. Because the supervisor was taken out. It gets pretty dang dark here. Lights were out the other night, I was like, oh, dear God. Yeah. But he's,
Drive on the driveway.
when the lights went out yesterday morning, your light popped on, it was like, okay, I am awake. I'm like, Gary, you and that light, yeah, have Gary fix our lights.
In my spare time.
Spare
Oh. Well, have
He's
to
got
make
this
some.
light at his house. But, okay, so we'll stay on top of that. But solar, I think is gonna be our last. If we have. to. Anything else?
I'd like to see some LEDs put up in the ones that are broke. And not.
I don't care what's fixed.
Well, the one right there just west of my house, on Alpha Road.
Yeah.
They replaced that with the.
Oh. Do they last longer?
They did our street. They're enough to do that.
No, they're not the mercury, I tell you. And those are the ones that use the power. They just suck up.
So, I know. Almost,
Can you come in?
do we have? Well, I have lots of questions, if that's okay. Do we have anybody on public comment? Kayla?
Yeah, I forgot to say, you that it was nothing too major,
Okay,
but last year, end of summer-ish, they came and they dug up a pipe that was just next to my driveway. And they didn't fill the hole in completely, and now it's sinking in and it's filled with water. And for me to park in front of my house, I
Is it
have
in
to go all the way over by Robin's house,
Yeah, so.
Go over in front of Joe's house,
Yeah.
then pull back out into the street, go around the hole, pull up past the corner and back into my spot.
okay,
And it's probably, because people have been driving through it, it's probably about 6 inches deep right now.
is it dirt?
It's just dirt.
It's
They actually left the asphalt that they pulled out of it sitting in the gutter, and I threw it
Gary's,
away.
I can tell by the look on Gary's face, this is a sore spot with Gary. You tell by the look on his face.
So if somebody could
always
please
fun.
come fill that in with
No,
dirt, I would really
absolutely will.
appreciate
Just a
it.
little bit.
Yeah.
The other issue is I came to the girls in the office end of October because I was going in for neck surgery. And I was on an order that I couldn't lift more than 5. I'm actually still on the order. They've increased it to 10 pounds now, but I cannot drag the trash thing. So since November, since my neck surgery on November 8th, my trash has only been dumped 5 times, and 4 of the 5 times I've had to call the office and tell them to come dump it.
Will you please let Stephen know that and tell him that needs to be done?
I can try.
Yeah.
I think I've told
I've
them like
talked to
every month,
myself.
Gary,
every week.
I put Gary on.
I talked to him myself when one of the times that he sent them out
You should
on
just
the
have a
off day
tow
that they
truck.
didn't pick up my trash, I asked them why. And they were really concerned, with the fact that it was sitting out front, and I explained to them, I had surgery, and now with this car accident, I have both the labrums and both shoulders torn, and so it's gonna extend that out a little more, and I've tried to be patient about it.
Well,
But
I'm putting Gary
it's
on
really
now to talk
hard.
to Steven.
I'm guessing you put it on the north side of your house, out front somewhere.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
We
Almost
do have that. written
just to
down.
the side of where the gate would be.
Yeah.
In the front, yeah.
We try to accommodate for, you know, elderly people, people with injuries and stuff. We did mark it on the route sheet. I know the guys who have problems with following the sheets.
Maybe we.
They're confused about
Go to kindergarten, I was just gonna say that.
Yeah, I even came in and paid my water bill the other day and just clarified because they've been showing up on Wednesdays. The days so I just wanted to make sure that trash day didn't get changed. You know, that I was off on my days.
Yeah.
And they're all, no, they should pick up, and they told me, this was Monday. They told me, yeah, they should pick up your trash tomorrow, and of course, I got home last night and they didn't pick
Well,
up
they
the trash.
didn't work yesterday
Right.
because of the wind,
Oh,
because
okay,
the dump was closed.
okay, got it.
So, but yeah, Gary will take care of that. Vicky will take care of your driveway issue with Rob tomorrow. And that should take care of that. Okay? Yeah.
Doubt he'll get
I
to
doubt
the
it tomorrow.
driveway
He might not get to the
tomorrow.
driveway tomorrow.
That's,
But
Well,
at least,
at least I
I know.
wanted to bring it to your attention.
Maybe
because
that's
it's
something that
getting
we
worse
could
and
do,
worse.
is give him a list of things. But he needs to get done.
No, we have Jeff too.
Somebody's gonna need to go fix it. This is not the first time I've voted from home.
No, and just across from her, a little further down, there is a god awful. Where just like her, the line coming across from the main had to get repaired and didn't get filled in good.
And it doesn't matter how much dirt you put in it, it's not gonna work.
Yes.
Right, we use what milling we had. And they're hard to come across because they get recycled nowadays rather than new pavement laid down.
There's still milling field.
Is there, are there what?
I bet you there's a dump truck over milling field.
After we filled this hole in, I think.
Okay.
I was
They can't use that.
told there wasn't even a backhoe bucket full. So.
Yeah.
There's more than that.
Yeah, I'll look.
Yeah.
I drive by there every day.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
If Boss knows we had more of this hole right here at the corner of the intersection, but then filled in better, so.
The only thing I have, or not to like, take you off, I'm sorry, I did not mean to do that. Is we did not work yesterday, the trash guys did not work, dumps closed, obviously, they kept doing.
That's another thing for Vicky possibly, to put a sign on the. That when the wind speed is excessive over 30-40 miles an hour.
Yeah, they closed.
The landfill is closed, so the trash may not be all that way.
And I also called Valley Trash to see if Jennifer and they were working, and they weren't working either, so we made the right call. But they want to come in Saturday, is that what you said?
I'm not sure if they got caught up. Kayla, do you know if they got caught up today? Kayla,
So what?
did they get caught up today?
Probably.
I think so.
Steven come in the third truck at like 4:15.
I was gonna say, I knew they did extra.
Yeah, I think he ran at least 2 routes today.
I think he tried to get caught up so they wouldn't have to work on Saturday.
Yeah, because I know he doesn't like to work on Saturday, which I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay,
But on that note, if we're paying them to be off in inclement weather, what about a maintenance crew?
Yeah.
Cause that's,
well, they don't get inclement weather because I need them out.
they
plowing.
have to come. Right,
They have to come in.
so that's
Well-
still not fair to them.
No, it's not. And the first time it snowed,
That's the way it is.
I made it, I made this
Well,
rule.
I've never thought
I've
the
worked that
trash
job for
people
20 years.
should be.
That's the way the job is.
What I did, the first time it snowed really bad, it's
Regardless of
leaking
the
in the house.
And I understand that. My point is a trash people is gonna wind up having to run that route regardless.
Mhm.
They're gonna have to make those hours up anyway. They don't need to be paid if we call them off. Because they still have to run that route later in the week. They still make up that time that they lost.
Exactly. I
As they
agree.
are talking about, if we get wins tomorrow, not running tomorrow,
Yeah,
and that'll be twice in one
But
week.
we're in separate pay periods.
it.
That makes a difference right there
Yeah,
too.
and it depends on that dump.
Right.
They control what we do.
Exactly.
So tomorrow, if they don't run, they can run Saturday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just take tomorrow off and
Exactly.
work Saturday.
Okay.
Since they were off Tuesday, it's a different pay period.
If they have to come out and
Figure it.
work Sunday to make up, they still got the 2 days that they were off.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
where they're not gonna be drawing any overtime.
Exactly.
And it's your job.
But the first time that it snowed, that was the biggest complaint I heard from them was how come the trash guys don't have it tonight? Because they can't get here because they're in there. But I
The
gave,
Problem
I-
not becoming in is the paid for
Yeah.
not coming.
yeah, and they did get paid and I gave our public works 8 hours off paid. So the first time it snowed, I did not do it again. I did it the first time it snowed. Because they were both crying and listening about it.
I want it noted, I'm in disagreement
Yeah.
with that, they have to make those hours up anyway, they're not missing out.
Yep.
So,
And if you don't want to come in and plow snow, then you can stay home and do something different.
So do they get paid then
And I will come in and.
for yesterday?
That's ridiculous.
Because we have payroll, yeah, because they're all
Yes.
expecting to get paid for not working.
These walks should be clean of snow. Before anybody comes in.
So we need
And I've
to,
seen times when
that's what I.
you're
told
looking
them.
for a lot.
We have got to keep that here clean and we've got to keep the fire department cleaned out.
Exactly.
Those are the two places, that's the only places I was worried about was keep, and we had a fire. That day we had a fire and like 20 wrecks. So,
I can tell you the one time, like where we were parked, it wasn't cleaned and this, I was literally sliding across, like it almost threw me under my car because of it. And I asked them, put sand out there, something we can't have these older people.
What we need to do is buy you a snow shovel for your car. And you wear your snow boots on this.
I did actually have boots on that day.
That
The
shovel
wind was
would go
just blowing me across the ice.
I have to take vacation now and I don't. So.
Okay.
I was just worried about residents coming in. I wasn't worried about myself. It was, if I'm sliding, if some elderly woman comes out to pay her bill, she's gonna go down.
Don't you have a bucket on that? I didn't hear.
No,
No,
You should have.
we used to, but
Yeah,
there's extra here, I don't know why. Don't, we got 3 bags out there, there should be one.
Yeah, I
in
didn't-
everybody.
we will solve the sidewalks. I have the problems doing that. But it was like the whole road.
there.
oh yeah,
It
it
wasn't
was.
supposed to do, well, the road. I don't know.
So, well, we need to
But
figure out what
he
to do
did
about,
take care of it.
yeah, we need to figure out what to do about yesterday. Because they're expecting to get paid for yesterday.
The only person is Levi because he's off.
Yeah, he was off.
He's
so
the
he
only
took
one
sick.
who's not. He's taking a sick day because he was not supposed to work.
Yeah, I think they need to take a vacation or a sick day.
I think they all have enough to do
Say
that.
it, say it. Gary.
Well,
Spit it out.
I
know what's
would have
coming.
never even told them they was gonna get paid, like that, I know they're gonna have to make up that time
We
later.
got to talk about this. one tonight.
It's only causing problems against everybody else.
Causing everybody,
Your maintenance crew has to come in regardless.
yeah.
But trash guys getting paid to stay at home, I know it's 2 different jobs, but they work so close side by side.
Yeah.
Not to mention, I'm sure these ladies will love to stay at home and got paid as well. It's not fair.
Now, as far as getting paid, if I'm working for maintenance and you're working for trash, if you get paid for being off, that's none of my business.
I understand, and it is kind of beside the point. The point is, they have to work those hours regardless. They're gonna be out there running that route afterwards. It's gonna be a day late.
They don't pay for that route.
Well, they're not missing nothing by missing that day. Right, if they was losing time because they missed that day, I might feel differently about it. But they still have the same amount of stops
So
that
it's
they're
not,
gonna
it's
make
not a
up.
day off with pay,
But
because you still have to make that
Cause you,
time up.
right, you still have to do the work
There's no,
later.
there's
You're
no
not
problem, there's no
losing,
problem with that.
right.
But
But
maintenance is different.
yesterday was a different pay period. So they don't have time before tomorrow to make up those 8 hours they missed. See, tomorrow is a new pay period. If they don't work tomorrow, they still have Saturday and Sunday to make up those days or those hours.
But they all
But-
did come in after 4 o'clock and they're usually off the road at 2.
Right.
And they work till, some work till.
So I certainly would pay them the whole 8 hours. If they have, I would,
Now,
Because-
I would be, more okay with a partial day pay maybe or
I was
something,
just about to say,
but
because some of the routes are
uh,
very short, they're
don't-
done in 2 hours.
feel like it's necessary to pay them for missing that day, even though they're gonna turn around and make up those hours.
Yeah.
Now, like it's the end of the pay period, right? What they've done is now gonna be overtime for them, on
no,
top
because you have
of
to-
everything.
it's got 40 hours before.
Right, but they still had to add those extra hours in at the
Yeah, they'll get
beginning
paid
of this
for it.
pay period now. So instead of leaving at 2 o'clock today or 1:30 today, they all left at 4 o'clock, which is an extra 3.5 hours on every one of them payroll. That at the end of that pay period is gonna amount to overtime. And so now they've been paid for their day off. They've added those extra hours in on top of that in the next pay period, and they're
So
gonna make.
shouldn't the 8 hours that they get paid for being off, shouldn't that be deducted away from the hours that they're having to work to make up?
You can't
That they're
say,
getting
it's the
paid for?
same day.
What I think we should do is we should call each one of them that have the day off, except, well, Levi obviously was sick.
Mhm.
If they were not here yesterday, you want to take sick time or vacation. And give them the option.
That was been my
Yeah.
thoughts all along, but I
Yeah.
didn't tell them they was gonna get paid.
No, and I didn't say that either, so
So,
I said.
but apparently they're under the impression.
Yeah.
And
They're assuming, so I don't know how many is there.
There's only a few.
Just call them tomorrow and say, you missed these 8 hours. You made up a few of the hours today. Do you want sick time or vacation time?
That's right, that's what.
the route takes a given amount of hours to run.
That's,
Whether that's Tuesday through Saturday or Monday through Friday, it does not matter. They have to put in those
that's
hours.
fair.
You know.
Okay.
They're not out.
Yeah,
anything
especially-
by being off that day.
Exactly. Because if they're missing any hours, they can take.
And if you
Yes.
take the kid with their vacation time, then they're not.
Correct. But if you pay them for 8 hours of regular time, it can pay the bill.
But they still have to physically work 40 hours before they have overtime, but they don't really get that.
That will, well,
Yeah.
it's close to.
In line with that.
Yeah, I don't know what that was.
Do you have
Yeah.
anything else?
No.
And they
It's
can-
going to.
I said-
We just need to make sure it's going to. QuickBooks, I'm sorry, I lost my
Yeah.
train of thought. I was like, what is that thing?
Yeah, we
It's fine.
actually, I mean, yeah, I would have had a report today, but there's a few other things that need to be added. We have to do deposits and stuff like that.
Okay.
I think QuickBooks for payroll is ready. I'll be honest, I didn't get to check, but I'll check tomorrow morning, because I really like to get it, but I asked them, can you guys just go and get it done, like with the taxes?
Yeah.
And I uploaded the documents they needed and stuff, so they should like.
Okay,
Um, I know they say, when I look on there, it says something about we have to pick where we, like, they're saying that we're not, QuickBooks is saying we're not in compliance with 401k and health insurance. They want me to put that on file.
Yeah,
I
well-
can't give them anything. They don't have it.
we'll get it, because Gary gave it to me last week.
I write stuff up. So, yeah, so as long as I can get past that to do payroll, we're good to go.
Okay,
Because there's
I
steps I have to do, to, get it set up.
okay, if that's all. Getting finished? Caleb? Andy? Anything else, Tracy? No, okay. Got a motion to adjourn. Thank you. Second? Okay,